Ladies and gentlemen, David Lemon here for the session number 7 of the Affiliate Action Challenge. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're following so far. We are working towards promoting what we created in the previous sessions, and by now you should have already some of your assets set up. By now you should have either your freebie or bonuses done. You should have your mockups done for them. You should have your links connected to a domain, or maybe even your pages created and hooked up to your domain, published on live, ready to just be shared out with the world. So hopefully by today you are already kind of prepared to go out and contact the world, contact others online in order to just show them how awesome Groove is. Today we are going to be talking about a couple of different interesting methods that you could do, and these are methods that you create and they can get you quite a good outreach immediately, but mostly these will be done so that you have a long future, a nice future with your assets that you create. Basically they will be up and running for you, promoting your links so that you can just get relax and then let technology do its part. So let's just see who is today with us. I'm going to click on your name. So if you could just jump into the comment section of this live stream, just say, "Hi David, I'm here, I'm watching, let's go," or something like that. And basically that's what is here. Late Night Internet Marketing saying, "Let's go." Byron is saying, "Good morning, David. How are you today?" Thank you very much, Byron. I'm doing well. I'm enjoying these sessions. You have broken them down so well. Perfect. Thank you very much. That was my goal. So whenever you see a screen like this, with this kind of image or these gradient colorful backgrounds, this is going to be a start of a video. So most of these videos that we do live, these are going to be chunked up into, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces, depending on how many topics we cover at the same time. So yeah, these are all going to be done and provided in a membership with chunked up versions so that you can guys learn from that one. Gary Mathias here. Kevin Jacobson is watching us. Let's just see who is. Pauline is here. Arc Champion. Because I have my day job, I'm watching this live stream at 12 a.m. I don't have enough time to do the task. You can just watch through, learn everything that you can, and then just follow up on the weekend when you have some free time. Imran is watching us. Christian is watching us. Gilmar is watching us. Digital Raul, Rose, Link, Thomas, Mark, David. I have a Facebook user here. Hi to you as well. If you could, I would appreciate you heading over to streamyard.com/Facebook. There should be a link somewhere in the description of the video. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just click it, and that will allow me to see who you are when you're commenting. Whenever I click on your comment, that would show me who you are. Hi everybody, Mark checking in. Perfect. It's good to have you here, Mark. Let's just see. Hi David, didn't know you were going to continue over the weekend, so I have some catching up to do. Love what I've learned so far. Rick, yeah, I had to do it because we are coming up with a launch and I want everybody to get ready. I want everybody to kind of have everything done so that you can participate in the launch. There's super great prizes that you could win during the launch, so I just wanted you to kind of have no excuse, really. You have your link already, but people will have excuse, but I don't know how to kind of use it. So this is why we are doing it. It's kind of heavy for me to do all of these sessions day by day. Like every day when I just finalize a session, I start planning the next one. I do the presentations, do the research, do the things necessary so I don't talk nonsense. And it's kind of hard for me as well, but by the end, when we finish, I'll have a nice rest, hopefully. Most probably not, but hopefully. Paul is here. Carol is watching us. Okay, I just lost the comments. Nam, GSME, Wealthy Daniel, EO Marketing, Jane, Sue, another Facebook user, Michael Phelps. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. It's good that you're here. Hopefully you are following with as we go along with the sessions. I saw a lot of movement in the Groove JV group. Thank you very much. A lot of you already created their opt-in pages, bridge pages, offer pages. Even a lot of you purchased a domain, connected it with your affiliate links or your pages already. So that's a good progress. Today we are going to be talking about two methods. One is in writing and one is in video. So let's just start with the first one, which is blogs for affiliate marketing. So I'm going to put my radio voice on, and then we can go on and learn everything about blogs for affiliate marketing. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about blogs, and blogs specifically for affiliate marketing. There's a lot of different types of blogs that you could create, but affiliate marketing needs a specific kind of sales type of blogs, and there is a bunch of different post types that you could create in order to achieve sales through your posts, through your blogs. We'll talk about that a little bit, but let's just mention, how do blogs help you? So that's what we're covering in the first slide. So how do blogs help you with traffic? Well, blogs are web pages that are created and mainly focused on text, so that this text can be searched and crawled by search engines. This is something that the search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, and the rest of them, that there's a bunch, understand, and basically they just look through the text, see what's the purpose of your blog post, and then they kind of know how to rank it. So when users are searching for content similar to the ones that you wrote about, your post may come up in the search results because you wrote a post about a certain topic. Somebody is searching about that topic. The search engines will put up your post because you wrote about it. You are helping, you're providing a solution on something that a customer is having a problem with. So that's mainly what blogs do. There's a lot of different types of blogs and sites that do similar things. I will just mention some of the things that you shouldn't do. So blogs about how your day is going. I woke up at 8. I wrote into my journal. I went and grabbed a cup of coffee. I went to poo and pee and brush my teeth, and then I went to work. Nobody cares about that things. So maybe your friends and family will read about it, or maybe if you're a very popular person in your industry, or an actor or a singer or something like that, this could be interesting for some people. But just regular people like you and me, if we write about that, it's just going to be kind of a waste of time. So what type of blogs convert are blog posts that can be searched? So if you write a blog post on how to lose weight in 30 days without getting rid of your pizza and beer, that's just something I came up with. But if you type in, if you write a blog post on how to do that, people will be able to search that. These terms can be found through search engines. In Google, you type in how to lose weight without getting rid of pizza, without while I can eat pizza. The search engines will understand the concept of the search query from the user that is searching, and they will put up your post in front of those people because you wrote about that, and the search engines understand. So that's why blog posts and blogs can help you with affiliate marketing. So there's kind of a couple of rules. Blogs should have a specific niche, and a niche where you kind of talk about a specific thing in regards to maybe a specific software, a specific industry, or a specific something. Like, for example, in case you are having an idea of creating a blog, you can create a blog which is going to be called GrooveBlog Lovers or Groove Pages Lover, something like that. And then it's kind of understandable that it's going to be Groove Pages specific. And then if you write about furry animal coats, that's not going to be kind of in that niche. So you need to be niche specific, and Google loves niche specific blogs. Some people will write about the best chef knives. People will write about all sorts of different things like ATVs and the best motorhomes and the top email marketing software and things like that. So you need to find yourself a nice little place where you can provide feedback, nice little kind of a space, an industry, a niche where you can provide feedback for people that are looking for content on that topic. So come up with ideas on how you could talk about the product you are promoting to the people in your niche. So for example, if you already have a blog, if you already have a website and you want to just kind of do these evergreen blog posts and you want to do it the affiliate marketing way, let's just say you are doing Tai Chi, you're a Tai Chi instructor, and how could you connect Tai Chi with Groove? Like, it's not in the same niche. This one is a digital marketing software, and this is kind of a health related activity niche. So these don't go together, but there are people that need a website and they do Tai Chi. For example, Tai Chi gym owners or people that teach Tai Chi, they may need a website to actually create a course on how to do these Tai Chi things. So those types of people you can target, and you can create this specific niche. People that are doing Tai Chi, but they still need a website for a reason. So you could write blog posts on how I created my Tai Chi website that is ranking on top of Google, or how to actually set up my Tai Chi products inside Groove so I can sell online, and things like that. These types of things will be niche specific to a certain audience. And when you're a person and you do when you are interested in certain topics, like for example, I'm interested in permaculture. That's kind of my thing. I'm a green thumb, as they say. Permaculture is kind of a gardening, which is working with the nature and things like that. So if I would do something in regards of Groove, I would probably focus on those people that are doing permaculture as well. Permaculture, people are growing their products, people are creating their gardens and things like that. There is a lot of people that may want to kind of do courses and teach others how they did it, or do videos and things like that, and Groove can help with that. So I would specifically focus on that niche, and this would be kind of my thing, because I know that there's not a lot of people that focus on these niches. So I can be the king on search engines if somebody is looking for a permaculture related website. That would be my area, and I'm the boss. So, and Google loves it. Google will rank you if you specialize in these specific niches all the time. So there is a different types of blog posts that you could write. As I mentioned, niche specific is your thing. If you want to just kind of have Groove as your niche, that is good, but everybody will find that. Let's just say that you selected Groove is your niche, and you just want to write about Groove pages and Groove Sell and GrooveBlog and Groove Video and Groove Member and Groove Cart and everything else that relates to Groove. You could do list of tools or services. Like, what kind of tools do you use in order to create your Groove Pages site? What kind of tools do you use in order to create a Groove Cart store? Or what kind of services would you kind of need in order to kind of fulfill your Groove Cart store, Groove Cart pages, or something like that? Like, think in your niche on what kind of lists could you prepare. Like, for example, if we go back to the Tai Chi list, what are the online tools that help people create their online presence for Tai Chi gym owners, or things like that. What tools would you need? What Groove? You would also probably need some sort of a image editing service like Canva, and things like that. So that's a type of a post that you could write. You could write in the second over here, well, a product review. You could write a product review specifically to your niche, or even a general like a Groove product review. But everybody's doing that. Everybody's doing this general thing. So don't be like everybody else. Focus specifically on a niche. It's going to get you much better results. Product review, for example, I am a Tai Chi gym owner. I don't even know if it's a gym, but I'm a Tai Chi instructor, and I will create a product review on Groove that relates to Tai Chi. Why I think this is the best tool for Tai Chi owners. It could be one product, but it could be different products, like multiple products. For example, the best tools for Tai Chi gym owners. Okay, so you put in Groove, an active campaign, and this one and that one, and Switchy for link and affiliate cloaking URLs and things like that. So the best tools that you yourself are using, you write about why do you think it's good, what are the positives, negatives, and you kind of have a very good post specifically to your niche in affiliate marketing space. Product comparisons. This is very similar to the product reviews, but it's product comparisons are, you get two products which are kind of the same thing, like apple to apple comparisons. You take, for example, YouTube and Vimeo. Both are online video hosting service platforms, but which one is the best? So you could take the same thing for Groove pages and ClickFunnels, for example. You could do for Groove Sell and SendCart, and you could do that for a lot of different things that we compare to in terms of Groove. But you could do something similar in your industry. These are the things that I could think of right now, but just sit down and brainstorm a little bit. Look at this list. There's a lot of great ideas. So I'm pretty confident you can come up with something. Let's just go on to the next one. Product comparison. We mentioned personal story. You could create a personal story which will be focused on the tool that you're promoting. So how did you get into Groove? You kind of need to present the story on why, or actually, how did you come to the realization that Groove is the best thing ever? Or to the product that you're promoting is the best thing ever. So that's the personal story type of post. You don't really have a lot of options to do more of these. It's kind of one story really, but make sure that you cover that one as well. People will ask you a lot of time, like, how did you get into Groove? How did you start with Groove? Why do you think that's the best platform? I wrote an actual article. I wrote a blog post about that. Here you go. You can have a look. I mentioned everything that is needed. It kind of guides you through how I started and how I became a Groove crazy person. Tutorials. That's something that is kind of self-understanding. If you have a tool, if you have a product, you probably can create content on how to use that product. I have a tissue over here. You could create how to use tissues for different purposes. You could do the same with Groove, and you could do millions of different topics on how to use Groove Sell, how to use the bump upsells, how to use the post bump upsells, post sale upsell, how to use this, how to use that. You can do these little specific parts of the software and just kind of make it niche specific as well. How I use the post sale bumps for my Tai Chi dojo, gym, or a Tai Chi business. Ultimate guide. This is kind of an all-encompassing tutorial. So first we mentioned these tutorials. I would call them snippet tutorials, which is just takes a little bit of a part of a software, of a product. Maybe if you have a phone, you could just chunk it down. There is a headphone jack, there is a charger port, how to use the charger port, how to use the headphone jack. You can create a lot of content with the product in mind, but still relevant for your niche in terms of tutorials. But for ultimate guide, you would not focus only on one specific thing, on the headphone jack and the charging port. You would focus on the whole mobile phone. So you explain this one, 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 and then the people, once they go through this ultimate guide, they have complete understanding of the product. That's kind of sort of what I'm doing now with affiliate marketing. I'm doing an ultimate guide on how to use affiliate marketing, how to promote it, how to promote Groove. So FAQ is an interesting way for you to provide answers, quick answers to questions that are kind of being asked all the time. And this is very, very simple. Let me just tell you guys, I'm doing weekly Q&A calls. And okay, not at this time, but when I'm not doing these trainings, I do weekly Q&A calls. I did 40 Q&A calls so far, and each Q&A I do around 2 hours of answering questions. So this information is already online in nice chunks. So there is a question also that you can find, and there is an answer in my videos that you can find. So you can just write about those. You can create different pages or blog posts where you just put in FAQs about I don't know, a Groove affiliate promotions, or FAQ about Groove pages, webinar funnels, different kind of FAQs you could create. Problems with solutions. Problems with solutions. There's a problem. Somebody, or you think something in the product, you think something is a problem, and you offer a workaround, you offer a solution on that exact problem. Current events in your niche, what is happening right now. We have a affiliate launch going on right now. You could post about that, and you could also guide people onto your product in order to kind of understand what's happening in your niche. Rewind post, what was happening previously, what we have now, like what was in the past and how we have it now. You could go back into the beginnings of digital marketing if you want. You could go back in the age of the dinosaurs and age of without electricity, and then how we have it now. You could explain, for example, a good post would be everybody can start a dojo, a Tai Chi dojo today. Here's how. That could be the title of the post, and then you kind of do a rewind post on how things were done before, how people were starting businesses before, and how simple it could be today. You basically create a website, you create the products online, and then you can record videos of yourself doing Tai Chi and selling the training online, for example. That's just an interesting way of presenting it. How-tos, different how-tos. This is very similar to tutorials, but how-tos are answer to one question. How do I change a color of a button? Bam. So how do I change the color of a button in Groove Pages? How do I change the color of a button in Groove Card? How do I change the color of a button in Groove Member? So these are 3 tutorials immediately on one topic, really. You could do 3 videos, and you can do 3 blog posts or whatever you prefer, and you can write about that. Niche myths versus facts. So there is some myths in your niche, and you can just write about starting a dojo is hard, or getting started with Tai Chi is hard, and then you just write about the facts why it's not hard, because you can start online without investments and things like that. That's just an idea. Trending blog posts. You can find something that's trending online. For example, the Olympics were trending just a couple of weeks ago. How could you put that in perspective of your own niche and the product that you're promoting? There's also previously were the, for example, those fidget spinners were the trending thing. Then previously there was these long beards, the no shave November and things like that was kind of trending as well. There were a lot of things. These man buns were trending, and the ice bucket challenge was trending. So things like that are trends in the world. There's a lot of TikTok challenges that you can also use, kind of convert it somehow and try to connect it somehow in order to make sense, so that you can write about it. For example, if a if a fidget spinner would be the trend right now, I could write about how to sell fidget spinner in GrooveCart, for example. For man buns, I would probably create a blog post about how you could create a man bun, and you can find these tools here. You could sell the tools on GrooveCart, or even just provide Groove links in order to start a web store, because man buns are the craze now, or things like that. Behind the scenes, you could do behind the scenes of your company. You could also do behind the scenes of the product that you're promoting. So have a look at the different videos that we provide. Mike does a lot of behind the scenes videos on different things, like the studio that we're building, of the video equipment that he's using. We talk about a lot of ourselves, like behind the scenes. Who is Mike Filsaime when he's not like doing a webinar? Who is David Lemon? Who is Donna Fogg? Who Something that could relate to your niche and to the product that you're promoting. Expert tips. It doesn't have to be from yourself. You can interview somebody. You can also collect information from other users online. Somebody created a video on YouTube, and you can just use those tips and create a post that relates to the product that you're promoting, or to your niche. Project posts, and these are the most interesting. You start a project, like I started this affiliate action challenge. You could do monthly traffic posts, like, okay, I put up my website now. Here is the monthly traffic, and here is what I did, and here is kind of updates on your project. You could do also update posts, like, today I'm going to actually change my profile image, and let's see how that impacts the actual traffic going to my blog or something. These are cool because people see behind the scenes on how you create things, how you use the tool in order to come up with solutions. For example, if you're doing a dojo website, create a project on, I'm going to create a new funnel for my dojo, and if you want, you can just follow along and see how it converts. And then you do weekly updates or monthly traffic posts or things like that, basically to keep people up to date on how it is going. That's a very cool way to actually do affiliate marketing, because it's something that is useful, something that you users can learn from, and still see how you're using the tool itself. And we're coming on to the last one on here, which is product bonuses. You could create these blog posts on different bonuses that you created for promoting Groove. You could do also different kind of bonuses for other tools, for your own business, for your own niche, whatever you're promoting. Mostly this is going to be done once, and that's kind of it. If you're changing, you could do bonuses part 2 or something like that, but it's mostly done only once. So there's a list of things that you could do. So all of these in itself is very, very powerful. If you do just focus on tutorials or how-tos, that's already very powerful. But if you do a little bit of every one of these, there's no stopping you, really. Just make sure you are niche specific, and then you kind of cover the product that you're focusing on promoting. And you could do a lot of different products, like how to use Groove, how to use Groove Pages, how to use Groove Sell, how to use Groove Cart, how to use this, how to use that. We provide you a lot of different things to talk about. So how do you write an affiliate blog post? So affiliate blog post writing process goes like this. You come up with a list of topics for your blog related to your niche. Like, what do you want to write about? If you want to write about Groove blog, Groove cart, Groove something, come up with different ideas and topics that you could cover. Make sure that it's related to your niche. As I mentioned earlier, I'm in Tai Chi, and how could I connect Tai Chi with promoting Groove? How, if I'm doing crocheting, how would I connect crocheting into promoting Groove? If I'm actually selling these homebrew kits, how would that relate to promoting Groove? Everything can be merged. So all of these topics could be merged. You just come up with different ways of doing it. So create a list of topics. That's this is the step number one. Find a way to merge your niche with a product you're promoting. That was the thing that I just mentioned. Keyword research. So how to do keyword research? The keywords need to have a buyer intent or usage intent of the product that you're actually promoting. And that's very, very important. In case you're talking about GrooveBlog, then people would want to know about GrooveBlog for a reason. Why do they want to know about GrooveBlog? Because they are either looking uh, to gather information about it so they can purchase it, or they are actually already using it, so they just need help with it. So whatever the case may be, you can always provide training even though somebody already has an account, because you need to cookie them in. You need to cookie those people in, so if they upgrade, then you would get the actual assist even if they have an account already. If they don't have an account already, then it's even better. You could get the sign up and the upgrade. You just need to make sure that you provide opportunities for users to click on it, and then use the list of suggestions that Google offers. We're going to do a couple of tests in here. So what I do when I come up with some topics to write about, I will show you how I kind of list out the topics for the blog. So let's just say I want to focus on promoting GrooveCart. Now GrooveCart is going to be my product that I want to promote, but I am in, I don't know, let's just say I am in the permaculture niche. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me see if I can. There you go. Zoom in a bit. So GrooveCart is my product, and I want to kind of talk about permaculture. What are the topics that I could talk about? How to sell your produce. Permaculture is this natural way of growing gardens and kind of caring of animals and things like that. So that's kind of something that I like. That's one of the topics: how to sell your produce through GrooveCart. Another thing is how I use GrooveCart um, while doing permaculture. Another thing, how maximize sales of my produce and things like that. So what I would do is refer back to the list that I have there, and then I would just kind of come up with a different topics on what to write about. But let's just say that these are more than enough. So these are some of the topics that I want to write about. So now I need to find some keywords related to GrooveCart that I could kind of use, and make sure that if somebody types those keywords in, that I could have success in promoting. So this is a very, very niche that I went into, and that's not what I wanted to do. So let me just go back in here. It's the wrong tab. That's the correct tab. And I'm just going to go to Google and just type in how to sell produce with GrooveCart. Okay, I just typed that in. So let's just see, 61,000 results. Okay, there is an ad. There is a handsome dude over here. How to sell products with GrooveCart from Dropify. Okay, that's not related to that. GrooveCart dropshipping made easy. A GrooveCart outrageously powerful platform. How to start dropshipping with business. How do you sell products using GrooveCart? So that's kind of something like that. But I want to find how to sell produce with GrooveCart. So I'm just going to do produce with GrooveCart. I'm just going to put it in these quotes. So let's just see if I find something related produce with GrooveCart. Okay, nothing, no results for producing GrooveCart. So there is already something that you could exploit. You would be the first one that would write about this topic. So let's just see what we have if we just type in GrooveCart like that. There's 46,000 results. Okay, how much does GrooveCard cost? Is GrooveCard free? You could cover all of these for your post. So that means that if I write a post, I'm 100% sure that if somebody types in produce with GrooveCard or sell produce with GrooveCard, my topic will come out first. Produce with Shopify. Let's see. How to start a fruit delivery business online with Shopify. Shopify is a competitor product of GrooveCard, but uh, they did a topic on that one. They covered it. How to start an online food business step by step. Shopify. Best sourcing and selling product. Okay, so that's not small batch producers collaborate. Okay, but selling vegetables with Shopify. So you see, there is people that want to know about that, but nobody covered GrooveCard yet. So why wouldn't you be the person that would cover it and just make sure that you're ranking right now on the top of search results? So that's just one of the things. Let's just find something else. Let's just say that the thing that I want to promote is GrooveBlog. Okay, and I want to write about viral marketing. Okay? So viral marketing, there's a lot of topics talking about viral marketing. What viral marketing is, just to quickly explain, viral marketing is something that um, you create a product and how to actually have it sold by others in a viral way that everybody is talking about it because it's so cool. Something like what Groove does. Basically, Groove, when we came up with this free offer, everybody was talking about it because it's super cool. Like, businesses don't usually do that. So if I type in viral marketing, I can just see some of the things that are being talked about. So let's just see: definition, strategy, campaigns, techniques, examples, advantages, campaigns. So campaigns is something that I could write about, and examples guaranteed: UK, YouTube of all time, viral marketing campaigns of all time. How could I kind of promote Groove through viral marketing? So I could write about the best viral marketing campaign that is going on today, and that would be kind of on the topic of how Groove is doing this butterfly marketing promotion, for example. That would already give me an advantage, or something like that that goes along with your niche. Just try to see how it relates into your niche and try to come up with some ideas. Most of the times, if you do Groove and your niche, you're going to be the first that is going to be ranking for those keywords. So let's just see some of the how-tos. How to, let's just put a star in GrooveBlog. The star, if you put it in Google, that means that it's going to just populate it with something that it finds interesting. How to set up GrooveBlog, how to start a GrooveBlog, how to integrate GrooveBlog. So there's a lot of different things. Nothing is niche specific, as you can see from here. So you could be definitely already leading the charge on the niche specific tips, things. Everything is kind of groove. You could do Groove only, but it's going to be harder for you to rank if you're just starting out. So you could cover how to change a button in GrooveBlog, or how to customize my layout in GrooveBlog. That could give you an advantage because this is kind of specific to one topic and you could use that. But let's just see what it offers. So blog post, how to GrooveBlog blog posts, and if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see some related search queries from Google in certain cases. Groove blog tutorial, Groove funnels YouTube, Groove mail tutorial, Groove member tutorial, Groove video search, Groove digital YouTube. Okay, there's nothing really that we could use that is niche specific, but you see that these are the terms that people are looking for. So they are looking for Groove blog tutorial, they're looking for Groove mail tutorial, they're looking for Groove member tutorial. So now you know what to write about. So you can just find these keywords, find something with buyer intent. And buyer intent keywords would be how the price, like Groove blog price. Okay, there's nothing about that. GrooveBlog pricing, Groove funnels, ultimate review. Okay, so this is kind of something like that. Um, when somebody is looking for a price, that means that they have intent to buy. Or GrooveBlog versus WordPress, they are looking into solutions, which one to use, and there you can go and do the comparison post that I talked about, product comparison, in order to provide them the actual feedback which one to use. So these are the buyer intent posts. So try to always write um, on topics that could potentially end up in a sale. Training is also very good, but in every post, in every blog, you should have at least 5 of these buyer intent keywords, so that they can just uh, try and rank over here for you and try to get a sale. So there's that. Let's just go on to the next section over here. See how many all-in title results we get. So the niche specific blog post, we know that there was none of those available. But let's just type in all in title and column. All in title means hey Google, find me all websites, all assets online that have titles say GrooveBlog price. So you see, there is no blogs on that. GrooveBlog pricing. Okay, there is 2 blogs, 2 posts with GrooveBlog pricing. So you could use these types of things. Pricing.grooveblog.com. That's actually very smart. Somebody came up with a GrooveBlog pricing. Okay, so you see that you can exploit this. You can use this to your advantage. Have a look at GrooveCart. GrooveCart is the longest running platform, and is just having 12 results. Could you write about GrooveCart pricing, where it's not really on GrooveCart, but it's on Groove funnels, or the actual Groove suite of tools, but it's just mentioning GrooveBlog specifically, what you get in each and every one of the price plans. So all in title finds posts and sites with the title of this keyword. So as you can see, everything in related to Groove is easy to rank for. So let's just type in Groove funnels pricing. So if you go on a separate platforms, they are going to be easy to rank. But if you go on general, just want to rank with one post for the whole Groove funnels, you are already having a bigger competition. It's going to be much harder for you to rank. Have a look at this table of Groove funnels pricing plan. Passive secrets. Somebody just wrote out all of these here in July 25th over here, and they are getting the featured snippet. So this is what you want to achieve. So this is what you want to achieve, but with the smaller kind of GrooveBlog, GrooveCart, Groove this, Groove that. GrooveWebinar just came out. I'm 100% sure nobody wrote about that a lot. Webinar. Let's just see. Okay, I need to confirm I'm not a robot. 23 results on GrooveWebinar itself. Could you write a training on or post about GrooveWebinar? You would be ranking very, very, very quickly on top. So okay, I just gave you a couple of ideas over here. Start with the keywords that have the smallest number of all-in title results. As you saw, my keywords over here, how to sell your produce with GrooveCart, had no results at all. Like nobody was writing about selling fruits or vegetables in GrooveCart. So that could be something that I start with. The less results you find when you use all-in title, the easier it is going to be to rank, because you're kind of the first one in this industry, in this topic, and you are covering that topic first. So you're going to be on the top, and people that want to kind of bump you off from the top, they will need to kind of do a better job than you, and they will need to kind of let Google longer time to understand which post is better, theirs or yours. The sooner you do it, the better results you will have. And this is a long-term strategy for sure, but you see that there is a lot of opportunities for Groove Webinar. Just itself, the product Groove Webinar, there's 23 results. Let's just see groove.cm. Let's just see how many results. Okay, 1530 results for groove.cm. Okay, so that would be probably harder to rank for. Let's just see Groove video. 586 results, already much easier. So there you go. Groove video training. 4 results for Groove video training, which is not even results. I don't even know what these are. Images and videos. There's nothing for Groove video training. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving you first place rankings in Google. You're welcome. So start with the keywords that have the smallest number of all entitled results and create content on that. Here is the list of things that you could write. Even if you write 1,000 words article, even if you write a 500 word article, even if you write a 250 word article, on most of the Groove related terms, you're going to be the first, because it's new, it's brand new. We're really much in beta with all of these. So be the first, dominate the search engines, and you're going to have success in the long run. Blog outline, how to actually write a blog outline. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So we always create an outline first for the blog to make sense. Make sure there's a clear separation of sections, H1, H2, H3 paragraphs. Do an introduction section, and then we can do a summary section as well, but that's optional. So now that we kind of mentioned everything that needs to go in a blog outline, I'm going to show you how I do it. So how to sell your produce with Groove Cart. Okay, I'm going to do an intro section over here. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. So intro, I'm going to write an intro about setting up Groove Cart so you can sell your produce. Okay. So you just do an introduction, what you're going to be talking about, and if there is one definitive answer on the question, on your topic that you're writing, for example, if you're writing about how to change a button in GrooveBlog, then you just write down the shortest possible answer to the question. How to change a button in GrooveBlog, how to change the button color in GrooveBlog. You go to GrooveBlog settings, customize theme, and then select a color there. So this is the shortest definitive answer, because if you write this into your introduction, into your intro section, the first section after the featured image, this is what Google will understand and put up as a featured snippet. So let's just find an actual keyword like this. Let me just make sure. How to add a code to the header in WordPress, for example. Okay, so that was not a good thing. What I'm looking for is a featured answer over here on the top. How to, in the head, let's just find. Here we go. So this is a featured snippet. This is an answer. Somebody wrote a post on a question: how do I add a tracking code to WordPress site? And they immediately answer that. 1, go to this. 2, do this. 3, do this. 4, do this. Put this kind of answer, the definitive answer, in the introduction section of your blog post, and you're going to be winning these featured snippets. And these are the actual first rankings in Google, and this is where you want to be. So introduction section, this is the definitive answer, short answer on the topic. if you have a question like how to do something, or if you have the ultimate guide to creating a blog on GrooveBlog, for example, then it would be select a name, create your post, create your categories, make sure you add in your keywords and meta description, and kind of create a list for what to do, kind of a checklist. This is kind of the ultimate guide, and Google would show that up over here in the search results. Okay. So now that we have that mentioned, this is the intro. I would start with heading 1, H1, which is kind of the biggest title on the page. Heading 1 would be something that has your keywords in there. So if I'm using how to sell produce with GrooveCart, then I would do, most probably that would be how to sell produce in GrooveCart. That would be probably the title of the whole blog post. I'm just going to use that as a heading 1. Heading 2 would be the different topics that I'm talking about. So heading 2 could be what is GrooveCart? GrooveCart. Another heading 2 could be setting up your produce or products. H2. Setting up your products, and then basically the different outline of how you would kind of go and talk about the topic, how to sell your produce with GrooveCart. Think about the outline, just the different snippets, the biggest topics that you're talking about. Whenever you're writing a blog post, think about how you would talk with your friend about this exact topic. So you would come, oh, do you know how to sell produce with GrooveCart by any chance? Oh yeah, you need to, I know that you need to go and create a store, then you need to set up your products. After you set up the products, you need to make sure that you design a nice page. After you design a nice page, you need to do this, and then it's like, these could be your outline. Just think about how, if you and your friend sit on a like in a cafe, just chatting about what would be the main points you're talking about, and then once you have all of these kind of big points to talk about, then you just go and put in paragraph text where you fill out the content with different different words, basically, in order to explain or kind of extend on the topic where you're talking about. So now this is how I do the blog post. First I do I make this outline, kind of what I'm going to be talking about, then the intro section, and then at the end, my keyboard is not working. Yeah, my keyboard is not working. Here we go. Then at the end, I could put up a summary section where I kind of summarize everything all together. It's not super important, but it helps people kind of have a complete picture of the post. So this was the blog outline. So creating the blog post, if you like to write, you could extend every heading. So as I mentioned, heading 1 is the main title, heading 2, heading 3, these could be kind of a subtitles, a subheadings. Each and every heading, if you just extend with 150 words, 250 words, you already have a super massive article, and everybody that wants to bump you off the first place in Google, let's just say you are ranking in first place, they will need to do a much better job than you, and it's kind of hard if you do it this way, because you just put in the different topics you want to talk about, and then expand the topics with 150 to 250 words, and you're going to make sure that you're kind of on top. Make sure that you mention the keyword a couple times, but don't overdo it. You don't want to kind of GrooveCard products, GrooveCard products, GrooveCard products, GrooveCard products, or selling selling produce in GrooveCard, selling produce in GrooveCard. You don't want to kind of overdo it because it's going to become very repetitive. Let your first draft be a brain dump. So don't worry when you're just starting to write. Just write out everything that you can. Don't edit anything. Just make it a brain dump. If it comes out to be 10,000 words at the end, just let it be 10,000 words. The first draft needs to be everything that you can think of, everything that you can write, and then you can go and edit everything so that it makes more sense. Also, don't be afraid to include external sources as well. Google likes when you are linking out to other sites. You can just, for example, when you're talking about GrooveBlog, you can find something on our groovefunnels.com/blog. On our blog that we are writing, you can find some interesting information, and you can link to YouTube. You can link to somebody else's blog. You can link to other resources out there in order to kind of extend the content, to have a better explanation of your content. External sources are very, very often considered by Google as help, as extra reading material, more help basically. And Google likes to offer users the most helpful articles first. So this is very often why you see Wikipedia articles as a on the first result in Google, because it links to all sorts of different sources out there online, and it's not afraid to mention that. You should not be afraid to mention outside sources. You can just say, I read on a blog post, you can visit it here, you link it there, that you can da 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 da. Don't be afraid to put in external sources. It's good for you, it's good for the source that you're linking to, and it's just all in all a great kind of connecting to others that way. And also, if you don't like writing, you don't have to write. You don't have to kind of type in the words yourself. There are other ways to do writing. Would it be for blog posts? Would it be for books and things like that? You can open Google Docs, and let me just share that with you. Not sure if that will work now that I'm already using the microphone, but let's just see. So when you go into Google Docs, you can actually speak the text and it will write it out. So let's just see, tools, voice typing. Okay, if you click over here, you can set up your language. If your language is not English, you can just select your language and you can just type that in. So let's just leave it on UK. So this is my article. I'm writing this with my voice. It's pretty unbelievable. Dot, new line. I cannot believe how easy it is to do it. I'm talking on the microphone and the text is being written into a Google Doc for me. Dot. Dot. You see, you don't have to write. You can just talk, which is super awesome. I'm lazy in writing, and there is no excuse really for this one anymore. Once you actually wrote your content, you can just hire it out or give it to somebody to just make sense of it, do a little bit of editing for it. What's cool is that actually this works on mobile phone as well. So I'm going to show you here. I have Google Docs. I'm opening Google Docs on my phone. Let me just start a new document, and now I'm going to show you how to do it. So new document. Okay, and I have an Android phone. So on my Android phone, if you see, there is a microphone. Sorry, there's a microphone here. If I click this microphone, I can start typing with my voice. See? So you don't have to actually write anything. You can just talk it. And I'm pretty confident that you can talk any language, really, if you change it to your own country's language, just test it out. It's pretty cool. I know Word has also the same technology. I forgot what is the shortcut. Let me just Google it. Word voice text. There's a shortcut that you can home tab, then dictate. Okay, so let's just check. Let me open it and see. Blank document. How do I turn? Okay. Where's dictate? Give me just 1 second. I'm going to find it for you, and I'm going to provide. I should have searched that earlier. I know that there's a shortcut. Logo plus H. Let me just try that. It didn't work. Windows logo plus H. There is somewhere in Word you could use that as well. I'm pretty confident that Mac has a tool that does this as well. But if you're using Google Docs, you can just click Tools, Voice Typing, and that's it. So you don't have to worry about, you are covered even for free. So you don't have to write your articles, you can just speak them. The other way is to record a voice memo and transcribe the text. Sometimes it is easier, and when you're in a car, for example, driving, you can just turn on your voice memo app. It's a voice recorder, really. It looks like this. You just click the red button and you can start recording your voice. Nothing fancy. Once you're done, you just finish the voice recording. You have a MP3 file, or basically an audio file. You can use rev.com or something like that to rev.com to transcribe it. They're going to do a very, very good job in transcribing it. Some of these cost money, some of these transcription services. There are also some that offer a limited amount of things of transcription for free, and then you kind of pay for the rest. What I do is, when I'm writing, I just use this Google Docs kind of trick because it's cool. People needed months and years to write books. Now you can do it in months and weeks, really. If you just talk into a microphone for 2 hours, that converts to a couple thousand words, and you do that for a week, you have a very, very long book. So what you need to do is just get somebody to edit it, or you edit it out. You make it graphically nice, and you're done with your book. This can be done with blog posts. They are just much shorter. So that's on that topic. Editing your blog post. Have your post edited so it is clear and easy to read. That's very important. It needs to be easy to read. My suggestion is to write in a language like you speak, and that's why I really love the audio to text conversion from Google, because people understand when I speak with this type of language and these types of words. But when I'm writing, I very often think, how could I make it more robotic? How could I make it more professional? And the professional sounding words don't usually play nice. It's not easy to read. So if you can talk your blog posts, or just say your blog posts. Add images and videos to extend your content, to make it more helpful, to bring more value to your content. As I mentioned, Google likes the most helpful content out there. And also create hyperlinks wherever needed to link outside sources, and also make sure that you link between your other posts. You created now a post about GrooveCard, but you are also talking about something else. Make sure you link over to those posts as well. So now that you edited your post, you can go ahead and publish your post. There is a couple of things you need to make sure you do. You make sure that your post title is catchy and includes the keywords that you want to rank for, that you have the post URL be something short. So in case you do, your blog is tinylittleshoes.com / how to sell shoes online, for example. Don't use super long words in your URL, in your domain, because those are not pretty, not easy to remember, and it's just much better if you use short URLs. Make sure that you use a keyword that you want to rank for in the URL. That helps a lot as well. Set up the post featured image. That's the featured image on posts which shows up. Let me just open our blog over here, /blog. These are the images that show up. So this is the featured image for this post. This is the featured image for this post. This one for this post, this one for this post, and so on. So as you can see, each and every post has or should have a featured image, because it makes it more visual. It makes it more clickable. So definitely create a featured image. You don't have to create it, like design it. It could be just a simple stock image or something that is already available. If you're using Groove to create your blog, you could just use the inbuilt image library that gives you the different stock images, so that you can just click on an image and have an image represent your post. Once you're done, create custom meta title, meta description. This is very important information, because everything that you do on search engines show up as a meta title. So this is called the meta title. This is called the meta description. So you can control that yourself. You can just change that, whether you are writing on Groove pages or on GrooveBlog, in WordPress and Wix or any other platform out there. Most of the platforms will allow you to manage the meta title, meta description, and the meta keywords. Even you can put in the keywords that you want to rank for. You can tell Google, hey Google, I wrote this post which is called how to sell produce in GrooveCart. I want to rank for words produce in GrooveCart, sell produce online, things like that. So you mention to Google, hey, I want to rank for those keywords. Here is a blog post on that one. So it's very important that you fill out those keywords: meta title, meta description, and also social share settings. Social share settings are the image and the title, and you will often see OG image and OG title that shows up like this. You see, whenever I type in a link, groove.cm, there is an image and there is a title that shows up. In this case, we don't have a description, but if you type in groovefunnels.com, it doesn't load in the description again. Sometimes we have descriptions showing up here, and then open graph image or the social share image, and the open graph or the social share title is what shows up in here. So you can control that as well. In most of the good, well-built blogging platforms, you have a way to manage that. In GrooveBlog, it's very simple in the post settings. So once you make sure you have all of that information, basically the post title is catchy, you have a nice headline with your keywords, you have a short URL with your keyword included, you added in your featured image, you made sure that meta title and meta description is set up, you created or set up a social share image and also your social share title and description. Now you're ready to publish. It seems like a lot of work, but it's really 5-minute setup, all of that which you see on this slide. So that's basically it on how to publish your blog post. It's really not complicated. It's pretty simple. You do it once, you learn the process, and then once you do it next time, you are going to just enjoy it. I'm going to just very quickly go into GrooveBlog and show you, in case you're using GrooveBlog, how easy it is to set everything up. You can just create a new blog here, add a name. Let's just say Groove Cart. I'm just going to do a test. I'm just going to show you how to use it. Perma cart test. Permacart. So whenever you create a blog, you immediately have a couple of posts that show up. Those are just dummy posts. They will show up here in a moment. We're just loading that in. Here we go. And now you have a blog already up and running. So you need to go into settings and set up all of this information. If you have a domain that you connected, then you can select it here. Set up your logo, your favicon, your social links that are going to show up in the footer on the main page. You can allow comments, but for now just leave them off. Forms, you can connect a sign up form from GrooveBlog. You can put in your custom copyright text. You can embed ads and other stuff that is more advanced. But here, the Open Graph settings, this is for your blog. If you have permacarttest.grooveblog.com, or if you're using your domain with your blog, for example, blog.tinylittleshoes.com, if somebody shares that domain out online, then it's going to show up with the image that I select over here, and let me zoom in, and the title and the description and the URL which I set up will show up on here, as you can see. So this is for the blog settings. Each and every post that you create will have its own settings. So here you put in your keyword optimized title. Here you put in your content and the videos. Here you can put in YouTube, Groove Video, Vimeo videos. You could also put in images in here, either from a stock library or your files. And once you're ready with your blog post in GrooveBlog, you just make sure you open up these settings and set up your featured image. Your featured image is the actual representing image that you will be able to choose here. And the post slug is the actual short URL, which is sell dash, not dash, but minus products, produce online. This is what I would write about: sell produce online, for example. And you can immediately see how it will look like. So it is going to be permacarttest.grooveblog.com post/sell produce online. It's easy to remember, and it's easy to see immediately what the blog post is about. Here you can select the publish date and categories, but what I want to talk about is the keywords. You can add the keywords that you want to rank for over here. You can also put an excerpt. The excerpt is a short snippet of your blog. Like, for example, this is the snippet, the excerpt of this blog post. This is the excerpt of this blog post. So it's kind of, you control what is going to show up on the home page for this blog post itself. So that's the excerpt. You can go into metadata and manage the meta title, meta description, meta keywords. These are the details that I talked about. So this is the meta title, this is the meta description, and then meta keywords. You tell search engines, hey, search engines, I wrote a post about this, 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 and this, and this. So rank me for these keywords, please. Open Graph, this is the social share settings for the post. Earlier I showed you for the blog. Now I'm showing you for the post. So you can put in your OG title or social share title. This is your social share link. OG type, it is not important to fill it out. It's automatically filled out. You can put in the description, basically the social share description on here, and then the OG image that you can control what the image is when you share your link on social media or WhatsApp or Skype or something like that. Is going to be loading in the image, so you can control that one as well. So this is kind of the setup of your blog and your and your posts inside GrooveBlog. So hopefully that helps you understand how to actually come out, create blogs, how to create keyword like blog posts on keywords, what kind of blog posts you can do, how to actually write your blog post, how to structure it, how to actually type it out or speak it out, how to edit it, how to publish it. We mentioned all of that in this video. Hopefully this helps, and I will see your blogs and posts very shortly on the search engines. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the topic of blog posts. Hopefully this was interesting and you got quite a few ideas on how to start. The next topic I want to kind of connect on top of this is guest posting. We're going to go a little bit faster. I really wanted to drive the GrooveBlog, the blogging home, because it's very, very powerful. And search engines love to rank blog posts, and the sooner you get out and do your own, the better positions you will get. So yeah, let's just go on to the blog posting and let's mention what blog posting or guest posting is. In this video, I'm going to talk about guest posting, just a very, very short introduction for you guys and how to do it. So guest posting means you write articles, but for someone else's blog, for someone else's audience, for someone else's website. And why this is important is because when you're just starting out, when you don't have a huge audience yet, it is good to actually show up on somebody's blog or somebody's website that has audience, so you can just write, be helpful for a lot of users or somebody else's website, and kind of introduce yourself, get traction for who you are, for what you stand for, what kind of topics you cover. And this way you can get them over to your blog post, and you can get them to kind of click on your links or follow you better. So guest posting is literally just you writing posts, blog post for someone else's blog. So why would you do that? And there's a couple of interesting things, because you get a better exposure for you and for your topics and expertise that you have. You write for them, so they will not need to write for their own blog. This way they kind of have a benefit that you are doing the work for them, but you kind of have the option to put some exposure of you on yourself and your blog on someone else's, in front of someone else's audience. You could contribute and partner up with them, so you can just write for them, you can get them to write for you, or kind of just do some partnerships even on a higher level than just writing blog posts. And again, this kind of is connected to the better exposure but wider outreach. You could go and talk about what you are covering on someone else's blog post that is covering a different niche. For example, I write about digital marketing software, but I can write about this and how it relates on somebody else's blog that is maybe selling shoes, for example. You could do posts, or you could do expertise posts about expertise that you know, and connect it with that niche of the blog that you're looking to write about. So it's kind of a wider outreach to bring in more customers to see who you are, to be familiar with your work. Important rules of guest posting is that you have to give 200% effort. In case you're writing for yourself, you're kind of giving 100% effort. But writing for somebody, it needs to be much better, much more professional. It needs to be like superb, because you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for somebody else. You could risk partnerships, you could risk a lot. If you write a bad blog post, a lot of people will see your post and will not like it, will comment on it, and if you get bad comments, that's going to be kind of a bad feeling for you. So you need to kind of do the best. So in case you're new in writing blog posts, I don't really suggest guest posting yet. Write at least 15 or 20 articles, and then kind of how to do things, you can then go out and do wider outreach and do guest posting for somebody else. So you need to be careful of promotions because it's somebody else's website, it's somebody else's um, rules, and if they say no promotions, then just don't do promotions. Be careful if you're doing affiliate marketing and that's what you're focusing on, just make sure that you confirmed that you can share your link in that post, because you need to follow their rules. That's the next thing. You need to follow the rules of the creator of the website. You need to follow the rules of the creator of the site and the blog, because otherwise you're not going to be publishing your post. You should make sure that the facts are correct. All of the facts that you add, you need to make sure that the facts are 100% correct. You don't want to talk nonsense on somebody else's blog. It will be harder for you to kind of fix it at a later point. So make sure that if you do any kind of blog posting, then you are confident in what you're writing about. All images and videos need to be double checked if they can be used or not. You could not just post any kind of image which you may not have the license to share on somebody else's post. This could be a big problem for that website where you're actually doing the guest posting. So make sure you double check it, and then the content should be 100% original. Nobody would want actually copy pasting somebody else's content onto a site. So definitely make sure you do original content. You do 200% effort. You check your facts, check your licenses for the assets that you're using, and follow the rules of the actual owner of the site. Where to find guest posting opportunities? Like, there is a lot of places where you can guest post, but it's kind of your job to find it in case you want to go this route. So there are a lot of guest posting marketplaces. They are offering you the opportunity to write posts for them. You can also Google your niche and then type in guest posting sites. For example, if you're writing about digital marketing, and you type in digital marketing guest posting sites, or dentist guest posting sites, or flower shop guest posting sites, or I don't know, dating coach guest posting sites. So you could find a lot of these opportunities online. Of course, if you are speaking a different language, you just need to translate this to your own language, and in other languages you can also easily find opportunities. And you can just type in guest posting sites for all rounders. Let me just show you how that would look like. If we come to Google, we can just type in guest posting sites. Okay, guest posting sites, and these are the sites. You can see immediately we are getting bombarded with ads. Guest posting services. Okay, that's not something. Fiverr, Upwork, guestposts.com. There's guest post marketplace here for you. There's a post about 54 guest posting sites you should submit to for more traffic. So here you go. There are these collections of sites where they give you the names and direct links on where you could go and have a Outbrain contact form where you actually submit your posts. So you could just come over here and learn more about these sites. Some of them, they have accepts republished content. There is a core team in different websites, like for example about.com. Only accepts long-term contributor, not one-off guest posts. So in case you are prepared to actually contribute longer term, then you need to prepare for that. There's HubSpot, for example, accepts republished content. No. Their team is email, sales and marketing, content marketing, SEO, web design, business. Mashable kind of does everything, accepts republished content, technology, digital culture, entertainment, and things like that. So you can see the guest posting guidelines, and you can submit your articles on these emails or the contact forms that they provide here. So this is kind of the actual way to do guest posting. So Guest posting is awesome, but if you're a beginner writer, it's better if you focus on your own blog first. That's something that I mentioned earlier, but it's true. It's true, because you would probably want to create your own 10, 15, 20 blog posts in order to kind of have them working for you, and then you can get more outreach, more exposure, and bring those customers back to your blog. That's the best way that I would suggest you to do. Just kind of make your way up to these 10, 15, 20 blog posts, and then you will have something to talk about on the posts you write for other platforms. Those platforms like Mashable and HubSpot and About.com, these are huge sites. They are ranking very, very highly, and if you manage to get on there, that's a lot of traffic for you. And believe me, you will probably want to try if you can do guest posting for these big sites. If you get there, that's kind of automatic traffic for the future for you. So definitely test it out, but make sure you have your own base first. It's kind of your own business card as well. If people ask, like, what do you write about? Oh, you can check out my blog, have a look at there. So this is about guest posting. It's a very good traffic source. Make sure you follow the rules and use it wisely. So that is the topic of the guest posting. It could be very powerful because these sites are very high ranking. These are in the top. These are the top sites online, and if you manage to get on these, it's kind of an instant traffic for you. These get millions of views every day, so it's good to kind of dive in and just grab a little bit of that traffic there. Bum, 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 bum. Let's just go on to the next topic, and this is going to be interesting for you guys. I really do hope we can do that in the 2-hour mark, and we're going to cover we're going to cover the videos, and more importantly, YouTube videos. I wanted to say earlier spoken blogs, but that's not kind of correct. So let's just dive into YouTube videos and explain why they are so cool. In this video, we're going to talk about YouTube videos, and YouTube is one of the best ways that I would suggest you to do. Definitely 100%, million times yes, 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 because YouTube is one of the best sources that you could use very, very fast in order to bring traffic onto your sites, and YouTube videos stay on YouTube for long, long, long time. So let's just dive in and explain what YouTube does. So what are the benefits of videos that are put on YouTube? So videos can hold most of the information that the blog post can. So in case you don't necessarily want to write, or you don't necessarily want to dictate your text out to tools like Google Docs or Word or other alternatives, you could just record yourself and have a video where you're showing up on the camera like I am right now, and you can just interact with the end user on the other side of the screen. Videos can be sped up, and that's a great thing to do. I usually watch videos on 2x speed, because videos are like audio that I can hear, and sometimes, like for example, when I'm speaking right now, I speak very, very slowly. However, in certain cases, when you're familiar with the topic, you just want to get the information. You know all the words. You don't need to be careful and mindful about the words. You just want to get the information, the news, and this is where I speed up the videos, the audiobooks that I listen to, and that's another thing that that is good for. Videos are good for information consumption. They're also ranking in search engines. Not only in search engines, but YouTube itself is a search engine itself. So if you publish a YouTube video, you're going to rank on Google with that video, and you're going to rank on YouTube with that video. So that's two of the best, highest, like top used search engines in the world. Going to be ranking on both of them if you do a good job with your keyword research and targeting the right things. But your videos will show up on 2 platforms, and that's what you potentially want. This is how people will be clicking on your videos, learning more about you, and this is where you can communicate with them and get them to click on your links, which is the actual goal of the whole promotion. So what types of videos could you create? And if you are watching, if you are seeing this this list, and if you watch my previous video on writing blog posts, this is kind of the same list with the addition of speed builds here at the end. So let's just talk about this a little bit. Let's just kind of brainstorm the ideas and what kind of videos you could publish. Again, you could create niche specific videos, but Groove is very new. So we did a keyword research earlier in the video when we talked about blog posts, and we saw that there's not a lot of content on Groove yet. So you could actually easily rank for general Groove specific topics as well. My suggestion is create and focus on niche specific videos that kind of use Groove in terms of, I'm a dentist, how do I create a dentist website with Groove, so that the niche is the first thing and Groove is the secondary thing. This is going to make sure that you are from beginning, you're the top authority in that space. And later on, people, when they will be joining Groove, they will be finding your content because you're talking exactly on the topics that they want to listen to. So list of tools and services. What tools are you using? What services are you using in order to achieve better results in your niche, in your company, in your industry? Like, if, as I mentioned earlier, if you're a dentist, what tools are you using to create your dentist website? What tools are you using for promotions? How are you actually selling online and things like that? You could use these videos to explain the tools that you're using or services that you're using. Product reviews, single product reviews, you can just turn on a camera and talk about the product, like for example people do with reviews of phones and all sorts of other technology like laptops and things. You could do that one as well. You could also review multiple products and compare them at once, like people will do it with ClickFunnels and Groove Pages and Kartra and other page builders that are not important. And then you find out why is this the best and why is this the worst. So mostly, if you can write a blog post about a topic, you can just introduce that on video as well. In certain things, you could do more in video as well, because you can do speed builds. These are creative videos where and I actually did a speed build. I will just show you how that looks like. If you go and type in Groove Pages speed build, I'm pretty confident that Groove Pages speed build or speed run. Yeah, here you go, David Lemon. My video is the only one that ranks for Groove Pages speed build, and you can see I have 1,100 views just because I did this. I turned on my screen recording software and I just recorded myself how I create a website. I did it from scratch. So and this was in May 2020. So Groove Pages was in very early stages at that point. I'm not talking. I'm very silent. I'm completely silent in this video. I'm just like sharing my screen, recording everything that I'm doing, and it's just a speed build. It's a 1 hour speed build. You could speed it up a little bit more. I didn't, but this is the only speed build that there is. Let's just see if there is Groove Cart speed build. No, there's a topic that you can talk about. Let's just see GrooveBlog. Here, GrooveBlog speed build. You see, guys, speed builds. It's very, very good content. People love it and people like it, and they just want to see how it works, how people use the tools that we are promoting. So this is kind of one of the special. You cannot do a speed build in a blog post. You could do everything else, really. Expert tips. You can have interviews. You can talk with somebody else on the camera and have them talk about their journey with the tools related to your niche. Maybe you can have behind the scenes on how you're using the software, or how you're using the product, or, or what the product company is doing behind the scenes, like the different updates and the roadmaps and what is being talked about on the state of the Groovium, for example. Tips and hacks, like how to do how to achieve certain things that are not yet available with the inbuilt functionalities of Groove. um, Trending videos, like something that is trending right now. For example, the Olympics were trending. How could you incorporate that with your promotions of Groove? Like, how could you talk um, about the Olympics and Groove at the same time? Like maybe the Groovathons, Groove Marathon, or things like that. Like, just you can come up with some of these ideas yourself. How to's, rewind posts, where we were with the previous Groove products, where we are now, current events in your niche that relate kind of to the product as well, problems with solutions, FAQ, ultimate guide, tutorials, personal story. There's a lot that you could do videos on, and kind of share that story on a video. Video types could be real life, as what you are seeing me in real life. um, Basically, these are people recording themselves on camera. That's real life. Let me just go over to YouTube and show you some of these videos. Most of the videos on YouTube will be real life. So there is a Ryan Reynolds real life video. There is Pierre Lambert. I don't know who these people are, but this is also real life. This is real life. This is real life. This is more animated type food theory. This is real life. This is kind of an um, animated type video, but I call these stock photo videos. So where you have a lot of images, a lot of videos that you didn't create yourself, and you edit them together, and you kind of show them at the same time. Let's just see what we have. There's another live video. There is another live video. There's again these edited videos, and so on. Like, you get the point. There's a couple of different types of videos, and um, you could do any of these that you prefer. The easiest is the real life. What you could do is just turn on your camera, talk into the camera, select a topic, you write, have your outline ready, what you want to talk about, and just talk about it. You could do a presentation like I'm doing right now, and have a screen recording video, and then on top of that you could do a real life, like exactly what I'm doing. I have my screen shared around me, and I'm talking to a camera. So that's kind of a mix of both. You could do stock photos and videos. Basically, you just cut together the videos, and then you're talking in the background, and have images and videos roll through. And you can do these doodle videos where most of the times you'll see book explanation, uh, book explained, or let's just see, book summary. Here we go. So this is a book summary of Napoleon Hill's video. This is actually an ad, but after that is coming the Napoleon Hill's book summary. You see these doodle videos where you're actually seeing somebody write things. These can be also automated, and these are good ways to explain theory. When you're doing software and things like that, most probably you will want to share your screen and showcase that software. But when you're teaching theory of some sort, these doodle videos can be very, very useful, very interesting to watch as well. So these are the video types. There are also text types. You could do a scripted video, which you basically write out the whole script first, and then you can create the video. Would it be real life, or animated, or doodle, or anything else? You can just kind of read through the text. This is going safe. I call this going safe. It takes a little bit more time. You need to write the video script. You need to edit it. You need to also create the video video kind of flow. If you're not doing real life, just what I'm doing right now, I didn't write a script. But scripted videos take a longer time to prepare in advance, but they get a little bit more professionally done in the end. You could do unscripted videos like what I'm doing right now, just words that are popping up in my mind. I'm just telling you all of that, and it is a little bit less professional, but it is used more for knowing the person and knowing the personality of the presenter. So there are pros and cons to both of these, scripted videos and unscripted videos. I prefer unscripted because I don't need to prepare that much in advance, and I can deliver content much quicker if I just don't write a script in advance. Then you can see the delivery type of the videos. You can have pre-recorded or edited videos, and most of the videos on YouTube will be pre-recorded and edited. For example, this one and this one and this one. So videos that are cut together, that are, you have some words popping up, and like this one, for example, like these that have kind of different variations of images and videos showing up. These are all edited, pre-recorded. There is also live stream. Live stream is you turn on the camera, and basically when you're talking to the camera, the people watching you are seeing that in real life. It's kind of like a live television. So that's a great way to do delivery of content as well, because YouTube and Facebook love live videos. They love when you're using their platform for content, and they just bump up your videos to the top. So in case somebody's following a niche or something related to the content that you're giving, uh, that you're producing. For example, I'm following content on traffic and funnels and things like that, and YouTube is showing me that there is a live session going on now for Groove, for example. I also follow this music channel over here, and I like their music, and they are giving it to me on the top over here that it's live. So YouTube, Facebook, they're promoting these live streams. Also, the first thing in the top search is also live. So if you click here, you can see all of the live streams related to something that you're kind of interested in. So the more you do live, the more these platforms will kind of push you to the audience that is interested in the same things that you're talking about. So that's kind of it on the video types. It's important to know that YouTube videos can be done in evergreen fashion as well. So the videos that can be rewatched again and again, that are always relevant. And videos can be done also that kind of lose relevancy. They lose importance very quickly. Let me show you a couple of different options. How to use Groove Pages. How to use Groove Pages. There's a complete beginner's guide to working with Groove Pages. Do you think this is evergreen, or this is kind of going to pass in relevancy? So this was streamed 1 year ago, but it's still completely relevant to this day. Complete beginner's guide to working with Groove Pages. A Groove Pages tutorial, how to promote ClickBank. So all of these videos are searchable videos that don't lose relevancy. For example, this video, Groove Funnels Tutorial 2021, this will lose relevancy in 2022. It's not going to be relevant anymore. Also, things like Apple, I don't even 9 plus review. I don't even know what year Apple 9 was. Here you go. Apple iPhone 10, for example, the best yet. It was 3 years ago. It was relevant then, but it's not relevant anymore because it's an older model of a phone, and it's nobody will kind of be interested in something that was that long ago. For example, in iPhone 8 Plus in 2021, in 2022, it's not going to be relevant anymore. So what I want to say with this one is, when you are thinking about creating videos, try to keep in mind to make it evergreen, because once you make it evergreen, you can have a video uploaded. It's going to be relevant today, it's going to be relevant in 1 week, and also in 1 year or 10 years. Similar to how to take care of your orchid plant, that's the same topic for forever. Like, there is nothing new with orchid plants. Maybe some new spray or something that you can like boost the plant growth and things like that. But taking care of an orchid plant, for example, is staying relevant. Recipes, for example, or tutorials, or marketing theory, for example, can all be relevant. Um, Now, in case you're doing tutorial videos with Groove, you need to keep in mind the Groove is a young company, and the things change. We have buttons that go into different places. We add on things. We remove some of the things and just change it up a bit. So if you're doing trainings and tutorials, you may need to update them often. But there is a lot of different topics that you can talk about, which will not require um, updating, like personal story. You can do FAQs, problems with solutions. You could do speed builds. You can do behind the scenes. These types of things are still relevant, but once you put them on YouTube, they're going to be staying there, and it's going to be kind of relevant years to come as well. Now, you need to make sure that you have conversion focus when you're doing your videos. That means eye-catching thumbnails. Whenever you come to YouTube, you will see all of these people like and things like that, making these faces and trying to catch you with these thumbnails. Or here, also do these illustrations like, this one is good, this one is not, what is this about? So the thumbnails will catch your attention, like arrows pointing to things, even though it's irrelevant. Like, you know that this is a bunny, but they still put in an arrow, and they are showing this because it just increases a click-through rate. Let's just see. I was lost, lazy, and had no purpose, and you know this person is very popular. You want to click on this, so it's called clickbait, when they kind of with an image want to get you to click on it. Um, see how others do it, and try to kind of model that for your videos. That's the only thing that I could tell you. I was doing the same things for Groove. Whenever I was creating previously tutorials, I was trying to do these kind of thumbnails, but don't overdo it. You kind of want to brand yourself one way and follow that thumbnail strategy for longer term, because people get used to seeing your thumbnails, and they will know, oh, this one is from David, oh, this one is from John, oh, this one is from Thomas. So yeah, see what works, what kind of gets clicked, and try to see something that you could use for the future for your videos. Emotion-based video title. Emotion-based, this could be anger, this could be sadness, this could be confusion, this could be awe, this could be a lot of things. You will see when you go to YouTube, recycled pizza, like, what? It's kind of a surprised reaction. Chuck E. Cheese, should you be scared? Oh my god, should I be scared? For example, let's just see something else that is Doctor Strange debunked by science, like, what? So have titles that spark an emotion. If you can, if it's like a training, then do how to, that is kind of searched. Try to do emotion based titles, in case you're not doing training or guides or tutorials and things like that. People, if you can wake up an emotion in somebody, like, let me show you the best platform ever. It's kind of an emotion based, because it's kind of confusion or interest, or something that can spark that person to click on your content. conversion focused video description, SEO plus product. So whenever you go into somebody's video description, there is a lot of place where you can write about certain things, okay, and these things will be ranking also in YouTube search and also in Google search. So you make sure that you have the description below the video used, so you put in your keywords, you put in the kind of a short summary of what the video is about, with your keywords in there. This is very, very useful for SEO. Also, your product, as you can see, we are promoting our own sorry we're promoting our own product over here, and whoever watches this video will learn more about the video and what we are doing, and we'll also see the products that we have. So make sure that you're using this section over here below the videos to use to your advantage for conversion. A superb content, this is very important. YouTube is a product of Google, and Google wants to provide viewers and visitors the best content possible. And this is how Google search engine works. Whenever sorry guys. Whenever you're searching for content on Google or YouTube, Google wants to provide you with the best content that it can. Google understands the video because it creates a transcript. If you come over here, you see the closed captions, and then Google creates an auto-generated caption because it wants to understand the video. What is being talked about in the video? It's doing the same thing with posts. It's actually coming over here and it's taking the text from a website over here, and it's understanding the concept. It's understanding the content and kind of ranking it based on that understanding. So what you want is, you need to put in description and you need to put in superb content so that you can rank higher, because Google wants to push content that is good higher in engines. Make it interesting. Make it interesting with your personality. Make it interesting with the editing, in case you're not on the camera. Try to do something that will be like, oh my god, this is so cool. Either tell them some breaking news information, or something that is super awesome, or just do something that is interesting. Interesting personalities often can also bring in more attention to a kind of a meh content. So for example, there's that girl that was very, very, very popular not long ago. She is in the niche of what's her name? She created videos that she is in a van life, something like that. Let's just check. Van life, and she was creating content about going around in a van. She's a solo girl. Let's just see, solo female traveler. Let's just see if we can find her. Here we go. So Janelle Eliana, in just a couple of days, she had millions of views because she posted about van tour, solo female traveler as a van life with pet snake. This girl, I don't know what, but she did something great, and her video is talking about van life. It's nothing special. Like you saw earlier on YouTube, there is hundreds and like thousands of videos on van life, but this girl in just a couple of weeks had millions of followers just because of her personality. She is a very, very young, energetic female traveler going around the world, and she created an interesting video, and her personality is that one that sparked her fame, kind of. So even if your content is like, if you put in a lot of personality, if you're fun to watch, your content doesn't need to be that good. Lead magnets are a great way as well to bring in more attention to your affiliate links. If you can, in each and every video you post, I highly suggest to offer a lead magnet. Like, for example, in this video, I could say now, and this is almost it, guys. I'm going to be doing these types of videos. So if you want to get the PowerPoint presentation, if you want to get the checklist for this video, you can click in the description below. There is a link. You can get my PowerPoint slides and also the checklist downloaded, so you can follow through very easily. This is kind of something that you could do. Lead magnet is something that you give in return for their email address. They give you their name and email, they sign up, and basically you can communicate with them later on as well. Send them your offers, communicate with them whenever you have a new video or a blog post or something like that. So it's just building up your email list. Lead magnets are very powerful. Whenever you're writing a blog post, whenever you're creating a video, whenever you do a podcast, I highly suggest each and every episode, each and every video, to give away something relevant to the video. It doesn't have to be relevant to the video. It can be your product. Maybe you're doing a video on how to write a post in GrooveBlog, but you're doing a full-on course that you're working on, but you can give a part of this course, like 2 videos out of this course, on how to use GrooveMember, for example. It's not fully relevant, but it could be interesting for those people. So it doesn't matter what the lead magnet is. Try to call people's attention and get them to click on that link and sign up for your lead magnet. And then also mention other videos. Like, for example, in this video, I'm talking about YouTube, but in the previous video, I talked about writing blog posts. We went over a couple of ideas. We went over how to structure your outline, and talking about your previous videos will make people kind of click on those videos as well, in order to see what was happening before. They don't want to miss out on the information that could be useful for them. So mention other videos. Could be your video, could be somebody else's video, but don't be afraid to do that. So that is the conversion focus in terms of YouTube videos. So a couple of ideas for promoting Groove with videos on YouTube. Review video, like you can review Groove, you can review Groove pages, Groove Sell, Groove Blog, Groove Card, Groove Member, Groove everything else. You can do at least 10 videos immediately today if you just do review videos. You can just tell them your honest opinion, honest feedback, and you can also get your affiliate link promoted that way. Builds, you can create builds, how to create a product funnel with GrooveSell, how to create a blog with GrooveBlog, how to do a post in a category with GrooveMember, how to do a full-on course with GrooveMember, how to do X, how to do Y, and things like that. Each and every one of your posts could have your own affiliate link below. The more you post, the more people will see that you're helping Groovesters. The more subscribers you will get, the more attraction you will get, the more people can click on your affiliate links from videos in the future as well. Full guides. If you're doing full guides, you can just do short how-tos and connect them on a playlist for a full guide, for example. Speed builds. You could do speed builds. It doesn't have to be what I showed you earlier, what I did. It can be just how to create a website in 10 minutes, for example, and then you actually do it on the camera within that 10-minute mark. It's kind of a wow effect. It showcases the benefits and the features of the product, and it's a kind of a sales video in itself. Hacks and tips. Hacks and tips is basically just like how to use Groove pages for a dynamic website, for example, where you kind of can search through the content within a web page, and how to use CSS for animations of something in Groove pages, or how to paste in some JavaScript code and achieve something else. If you are techie like that, you can just simply create videos on that topic. Niche videos, you can how to make money with Groove, how to do a flower shop site build on Groove and things like that related to your niche, you can easily just come up with a couple of these ideas, turn on your screen sharing app, turn on your camera, and you can just do these live. It doesn't have to be professional. It can be imperfect, but the more you do it, the more you will practice. This is what I'm doing right now. Hopefully in the future I'm going to be selling trainings, and I'm just doing these videos because I know it will be useful in the future for myself. Just do imperfect action, and you're going to be seeing, you're going to be better and better. Actually, I'm going to tell you, you're going to suck less and less if you do more trainings like that. So this is kind of it for the topic of YouTube videos. Hopefully you learned something interesting on that part. Hopefully I sparked some ideas. Hopefully I gave you uh, some some kind of guidance on how to go and create YouTube videos for yourself. Believe me, YouTube is very powerful because it's a double search engine, and this is the only platform that I call a double search engine. It ranks your videos highly in Google, and it ranks your videos highly on YouTube. So there's like, it's kind of no brainer. Go on YouTube. You want to be on YouTube. If ever was a time to be on YouTube and create content, then it's now. Believe me. Okay, so let's just mention the task for today. Okay, so task number 7 for participating in the challenge. So in case you watched so far, you're probably kind of scared. Oh my God, what's going to be the task for this session 7? I'm going to keep it simple, guys. Create your campaign. Decide if you want to go with a video or a blog. Just kind of understand the differences. One is a written text. You're not sharing your face. You're not sharing your voice. You're not sharing the actual creatives or your screen or anything like that in the blog post. But videos are more interactive. People see you, people hear you, people find out your personality. They can much easier subscribe and follow you if they see your personality than in a blog. In a blog, they don't really see that. They can kind of feel it from the written text, but it's not as powerful as video. My suggestion would be do both if you can. Create a video with the outline that I showed you how to create a blog post. Just do a video, just convert what you said in the video over to a blog post, and that would be the best of both worlds. However, if you want to start fast, just do a video. Just do an imperfect video live like that without edits. Just get your point across. Put in your outlines in a sheet of paper, have them in front of you, and just kind of talk about that like you're talking with your friend, like you're talking with somebody that you know. You're just looking into that little hole in the camera, and kind of you're talking to your best friend. So write out the list of keywords you could cover, and then this gives you ideas for the future. It gives you many topics for the future to cover. Just take one, find out the all-in title for the keyword, find out if you could rank easily with that, and create outline of the blog post or a video, turn on your camera, and then you can just easily record it. And that's what I mentioned here. Create a blog post or video. Create a blog post or video and add your affiliate link. That's the important part. Make sure you don't forget your affiliate link. That's the thing that is going to convert the viewers over to become your signups. Then optimize things for conversions. In case you're doing a blog post, make sure you do the conversion optimizations that I talked about in the video for blog post. Make sure you do the things that are needed for a YouTube video as well. Put in the headline, not the headline, but the thinking about the word image. Put in that thumbnail image. Put in that the emotion-based headline of the video, and kind of like make sure every point is covered from my tasks list here. eye-catching thumbnail, emotion-based title, conversion-focused description, content should be superb, lead magnets. If you can, definitely offer your lead magnet. Just say, you should have by now created a lead magnet. Just say in the video, hey guys, thank you very much for checking out today's video. I have created a product. It's a checklist that could help you achieve X, Y, and Z. If you want to get it, just click on the link below this video and you can just easily get it to your hands. It's going to help you a lot when you're doing X, Y, and Z, something like that. So make sure you do those things as well, and then show it off. Create a screenshot of your blog post. In case you wrote a blog post, don't share it out. People will be able to copy it. I don't want that for you. Just create a screenshot of your blog post, just maybe just the intro part and maybe a featured image. And if you did a video, then share your video in the group. I would love to see your videos in case you create them. Of course, include the hashtags. For today, I don't have anything to post in our YouTube channel because I didn't create a video. I didn't create a blog post myself, but you can do that instead of me. You know how it works. Go into GrooveJV Facebook group, type in your explanation, put in your screenshot or your video, make sure you have the hashtags added, and that should be it for the task number 7 of the Groove Affiliate Action Challenge. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully I wasn't boring today, and you learned something useful. I wanted to showcase the power of Groove being new. You have millions of keywords you can just create content for and rank number 1 whenever you press the publish button, and you should do that as soon as you can. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, and hopefully I managed to do that. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully see you tomorrow as well in the next session. We have a lot of more traffic methods to cover, so let's just talk about those in the next videos. Hopefully see you on live. Thank you guys for being here.